meeting him and working with him. And there were people who criticised his work with lions and said, look, why are you only interested in lions? And you know, obviously we had some accidents out there, and some of the lions were killed, and it was really tough going. But George's point was that if the lion was safe, your top predator was safe, the whole of the rest of the environment fitted in around him. Because without him culling sometimes the weaker, sometimes the sick, disease spreads amongst animals. You don't have lions scaring off big herds, so you don't get the dispersion of genes, so you get inbreeding, all kinds of problems like that. But if you have a healthy lion population, it means you have a healthy herbivore population. There's enough for the lion to eat. If you've got enough herbivores, you've got enough grass, you've got enough water, and also, of course, that is the environment that suits man. So lions and men can live together. It does take some management, we appreciate that, particularly at the moment with exploding populations in Africa. But one of the ways to deal with lions is not through canned hunting. I mean, that is, the thing that really astounds me about it is, first of all, the horror of the whole thing, is also the lions that they are shooting. They're only a couple of years old. They don't make a decent specimen, a trophy, if that's where your head is. If you want a trophy on your wall, this is not a trophy. This is not representative of the magnificence of a lion. It's an animal that's been bred in captivity. It's, you know, and it's not mature. It really is such a pointless practice. And the other thing, the point too, is when we took Christian back to George Adamson, there were 300,000 lions in the wild across Africa. Today, there are probably less than 20,000 living in the wild. And I'm beholden to Peter for so much of his research about those numbers. Some people say there are 30,000. Even so, it's only 10%, and in 40 years they're down. And those numbers are falling. And it is really, really a tough time for lions. And the lions that we do have, those lions that are left, they've got to be in the wild, not in these artificial environments, and certainly not for canned hunting. But lions can raise money. If people will go and pay money on safaris, Kruger National Park, Kenya, the six countries or 7 where there are still substantial numbers, Peter? Yeah, well, okay, it's 6 or 7 countries where there are decent numbers of lions that, you know, tourists will pay a lot of money to go and see. And so, you know, they can generate money. There's a problem too, you know, in Kruger, of course, we've got disease there now. So you're not seeing these magnificent lions. You're not seeing the true beauty of the king of the beasts. So they are in trouble. There are less lions in the wild than there are rhinos. That's an astounding fact, and I think it's wonderful all the work that people are doing for rhinos and elephants. They're getting huge publicity, and we've got so much support from some very high distinguished people, including, you know, the Duke of Cambridge. Fantastic that he's raised his hand and really making you know, a lot of publicity, generating a lot of publicity about their plight. But our poor lions are being overlooked. But something today is really fantastic to see so many people, and to know that we're just a small group of people across the whole world who have marched over the last or the next 24 hours just expressing our concern about these animals. So fantastic to see you all today. Thank you, Chrissy, for asking me. Thank you, Peter. And one very rather poignant thing was we once brought Christian up here to see the lions down here. He said, "Do you recognise them?" He didn't. Never mind. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. That's fantastic. Well done, everybody.